Hello everyone, it's Birdie here, the Recycled Hippie Chick. I'm going to wiggle you a minute. Okay. Alright. Welcome to hashtag Pinterest Play. This is a collaboration between Moss Cottage and myself, and it's an open collaboration, so anybody can do it and put down hashtag Pinterest Play so we can see who all's doing what. We're doing it on the 15th of each month, which I think we may start doing it a little more often because I'm ready. I've been ready to do it. You know, I think I could do it every 2 weeks. So there's no rules. Just find something on your Pinterest. These are from Trader Joe's. Miss Moss got me hooked on them. They are dehydrated mandarin oranges, and I'm going to snack on them while we play. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. I'm just going to start in. I wish I could show you what I was doing because it's on my phone and I'm recording with my phone, so I can't really show you. But what it was a painty paper, and then they put on I guess you call this a mask, and they kind of went all around it with white gesso, and then they pulled it off and that added to it. So this is on Pinterest under a lady called Maredith Mallins, and I'll put all of her information down in the basement in case you want to find her on Pinterest. And the title of this pin that I have is Art Journals, Faeries, Sacred Marks, and Merry Christmas. And I'm not ready yet. I got to get prepared. Okay, now I think I'm ready. Anyway, this is just for Helen and I thought, what a great idea to go through our pins and clean them out and do some of the things that we've pinned that we really wanted to do. And we can either delete them or do whatever we want, you know, to kind of start doing what we've pinned on our Pinterest. So we decided to call it Pinterest Play. And you're more than welcome to join us. It would be super fun. I'm having fun. And let's get started. And, you know, here I am without a paintbrush. How in the dickens? Hold on. Okay, I don't know. How can a person just buy 3 brand new paintbrushes and then when you want to use them, you can't find them? Okay, I'm really not sure how to use these. This is called ink. This is acrylic ink. Yeah, they're called ink. 2 inks and an acrylic ink. So I don't know really what's the difference between these and paint. You know, like what's the difference between these and the Golden's High Flow? What's the difference? So I don't know. If anybody knows, fill me in. I don't know. I got them because you could see through the bottle and they were beautiful. So I'm going to just start, and boy, it does not take very much. I'm just going to start with some right on my paper. I probably should have gessoed it first, but I didn't. Yep, probably should have done that, huh? But you know what? Who cares? It's a junk journal, and it's all going to be covered with paint anyway. I'm trying to, on this project, slow down. My brain gets to going so fast that I just can't. I can't enjoy it. So I want to learn this year to slow down a little bit. If I don't get it done in one video, then make it a series or whatever. Who cares, you know? Good grief, I've been going an hour anyway. Yeah, what is it called? Spoil alert. It seems like I'm usually on here an hour, so if you're new to me, spoil alert. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just doing half of a page because I want this to fit in an art journal page. I didn't just want to take out an 8.5 by 11 and start painting and, you know, then not be able to fit it in my journal. So I folded my paper like it's going to go in my journal. And that's what I'm doing. Now I'm just covering. I'm going to get a base coat of color on. And then I'll go over it with marks and stuff. I should have gone over this with my brayer too. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? So how have you guys been? What? I can't hear you. Can you speak up a little bit? Tell me again what you've been doing because I can't hear you. Oh, she's such a silly girl. Anyway. I've got a good shirt on. I have a good shirt on. Isn't that silly of me? A good t-shirt. Okay, so this is Valentine's Day. So I decided Happy Valentine's Day to me. There is a, whoops, I just had that one. It's called On the Hook Fish and Chips truck that was going to be in our town today. And so I decided Happy Valentine's Day to me. I was going to go get fish and chips for our supper so I wouldn't have to cook. So I went in there. Well, husband called and said, can you come pick me up at the mower shop? You know, he stops in at the mower shop occasionally and shoots the bull with the boys in there. And either there or the body shop or the junkyard. You never know where my husband's going to end up. Well, what had happened was he was coming up over the viaduct bridge into our little town, and his work truck died. Just died mid driving. And so he was able to, praise God, it was green light, come down over the viaduct bridge and right through the green light at the bottom. And then he just had to pull over when he stopped rolling. Well, the mower shop is about a block away, and so he called Josh, one of the guys at the mower shop, and said, hey, could you come tow me over to the mower shop? You know, my truck has died. So they got it over to the mower shop, and they tried to jump it and all that good jazz guys do. And it was a no-go. So he called me and said, can you come get me at the mower shop? So I was like, yes, perfect timing because I'm going to go in and get fish anyway. So I went in, and he had decided he was going to call a wrecker and have him haul it up to the Ford dealership and through work, go ahead and get it on the books to be looked at. So that gave me time to run the grandkids over their candy for Valentine's Day and then go to the fish truck and get our fish. And right at the time that I was pulling out where the fish truck was, there goes the wrecker with my husband's truck and my husband in tow. So I just followed them out to the Ford dealership and picked him up, and bada bing, bada boom. Perfect timing. So, so all that happened, and the fish was phenomenal. It was $15 for fish and chips, which is way out of my league for a fancy meal. Not even, it's a truck meal, right? Okay, maybe I don't know what a real fancy meal is, but I don't like to pay more than $15, whether it's fancy or not. You know, Terry and I are gastric bypass people, so we don't eat that whole lot. The only reason I wanted to go ahead and get us each a fish and chips was because I knew it would be okay in the air fryer and we could have it for 2 meals, tonight and tomorrow night. So I went ahead and got us each one, and it was phenomenal. It was worth every penny of the $15. Really, really was. The boys were very nice. They were kind, and they were fast. I was like 6th in line waiting to make an order, and I didn't stand in line 5 minutes. I mean, they were just getting them through there. So it was fun. Then, I thought, well, I'll go to the Dollar Tree. There's like 5 people waiting when I was in line to get their food. And I thought, well, it's right here in the parking lot of the Dollar Tree. I'll just go in and see what's up at the Dollar Tree. And no, I did not have time. By the time I walked over and looked at my phone to look at the weather, he was calling my name. So it was really, I was impressed. Impressed with the fish boys. So, supper is done. Husband is watching one of his truck shows and mechanical shows, and I said, well, I'm going to go out and do my video real quick. He says, okay, because I didn't want to watch the truck show. So, yay, I get to come out here and do this. It's been wonderful here. It's been like 60 degrees. And here goes the grunge, huh? I cannot do this without grunging. I shouldn't, because this bright colors will show more with the mask, I would think, if I don't grunge it. But I just can't stop myself. So I've been out in the barn these past few days, and it's been in the 60s, trying to clean out areas and put up shelves. And remember, I'm working in a barn, so it's a hay manure floor. So I've cleaned, I'm sweeping and cleaning out hay manure off the dirt floor and trying to make it as presentable as I can for a garage sale. And I'm hammering up, I'm getting scrap wood out of the burn pile and hammering it up on the walls. And I have a whole huge box of brackets, shelf brackets, that I have gathered over the years. And I'm putting them on the walls with old flat pieces of board and building shelves. And I have tables to set up, and I'm all excited. Drying. Okay. Now I'm going to do some mark making. And I'm going to start with my fine liner. And I'm just going to, whoa, 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 whoa. That's not what we want. And I'm just going to make some lines. Now I'm just going to go all over it and do lines or shapes or scribbles, whatever. So I'm just going to note a couple things that were in the news today, because one day when I'm gone, this will be a video diary for my kids to look back on. Today they had a Kansas City parade because they were Super Bowl winners. So they had a parade downtown outside of Union Station, and I guess there was a shooting. And so far they have got one deceased and several who have life-threatening injuries. 21, I believe, so far that have been injured in the ordeal. And I don't remember how many they said were life-threatening injuries. I know What did they say? Just a minute, I'm going to get some mark making. I think they said they had at least 9 kids that were injured, and they said when they say kids, that means 17 and under. 9 of those were gunshot wounds. So we're just praying for the people in our state right now. I don't know where all these people come from. I don't know if, I'm sure there are some out of town people who stayed after the game just for the parade. I don't know. But that's a bad, horrible ordeal. Also, they came on the news and said that we are under national security alert because Russia has set off a rocket. Now, if I have my information correct, and I don't know that I do, the news said it was a rocket containing satellite, nuclear-powered satellite destroyers that were capable of destroying America's military satellites so that we would not be able to communicate in a time of war. So they were saying that that was a national alert, emergency alert. So that's kind of something to pray for. And yeah, that's what's going on in the news today. Happy Valentine's Day. Drying. Okay. Now, let's see here. What other color could we use? Gold, of course. Of course. I heard you, Janet. I heard you holler through the video saying, of course you need to add gold, Birdie. I heard you all the way from the London area. Let's see how this works. Well, that's not too whoopee. I will add some gold, but it's just going to have to be on there because it doesn't print very well. Okay, that's going to require some more drying. Okay, I think I'm going to use some of this red. I don't know, I just like it. And I think it'll stand out against that stuff. Let's see if we can get some on our flip-flop here. There we go. This is one of my favorite mark making tools. Okay, I don't think I'm going to use the bubble wrap because I think we've got enough going on here. Do I go overboard? No, I'm not going to. I'm going to stop right there. Okay, it's time to put our mask on. I have never used one of these, so hopefully you don't have to tape it down or anything, because I'm not going to. I'm going to get a glob out. I'm going to use gesso. And first thing I'm going to do is dab over it like I'm stenciling. And then I don't know what I'm doing. Because I've never done this before. I did contact a friend because he and his son, I thought, always went up for this stuff. And he said yes, but nowadays he said they have stopped going to the parade because it's a free-for-all. You know, anybody can go in, just walk in off the street. He said he has chosen that they go to the draft or something, some other fun thing with the players, because you have, it's in an enclosed area. It's outside, but it's still enclosed, and you have to go through security to get into that, you know, fenced off area. So he said they feel better about doing that, but he said no, our days of going to the parade are gone. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad that we are just not safe anymore? Just hurts my heart that my grandkids won't know what the good old days were. Ah, I like it. Okay, so what they did was they put some at the top and let it drip down. I want to splatter, I think. I want to put the mask back on. And I think I want to splatter. And I think I'm going to get the white to do that. I had the cutest little Christmas mint tin that I was using to put my white in to water it down when I wanted to splatter, and I can't find it. Isn't that the way we are? Okay, there's my splatter, and trying not to go over too many of my notes when I'm on the phone with somebody or whatever. I write down notes that I want to remember, or books I want to read, or shows I want to go to, and then I end up painting over them, and they're in with my painty paper, and I've lost them. So I'm trying not to go over any of my note taking. Okay, let's try something here. Okay, get a little bit of drippage going on. And I'm happy. I mean, that to me is hashtag Pinterest play right there. I'm going to dry it. Okay, mission complete. Let's fold it like it would be our page. Not quite dry, but dry enough. So there is our Pinterest play, Mask by Maredith Mallins. And as I do these, I'm able to go into my Pinterest board and delete them, because I now have the last one, I did 2 of them, so I had one to put in my sample box, and I'll do another one of these, so I have one to put in my sample box. And yeah, there we go. Oh, I wanted to show something real quick. I know, who was it? Darcy or the monkey? The monkey. I'll link her down below so it'll give her a heads up and show her that I have posted. The monkey. The magic monkey, the messy monkey. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, she was saying, oh, that's a cute little thing that you have your slow stitch on. So I wanted to show her what it is actually on my little toilet paper roll. It's like a huge snippet roll is what it is, messy monkey. And my little owls are getting wrinkly. I need to make sure they're folded out when I roll them up so they're not crinkled. I don't know what I will do with it. It'll just sit on my coffee table. Something else for my kids to deal with later, right? I actually thought about taking it along my ceiling and making it a border, but then I thought, well, that would be full of dust about once a year. So that probably won't go anywhere, that idea. Okay, so I didn't attach it. I just took a toilet paper roll and collaged over it. Then I took some material strips and glued them on and then slow stitched them in. And then I just, after I slow stitched them in, I slow stitched my strips together and tied them, you know, like a ponytail, and put some cute little charms and dingles on them. That's all I did. And there you have it, my little toilet paper roll spool. Anyway, there you go, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today on #Pinterest Play. And I hope you guys do something fun out of your Pinterest boards so that we can use up even our pins. You know, we're using up our stash, and I'm telling you, I have stuff stashed on Pinterest, for sure. So, I hope you guys get out and play and have a wonderful Valentine's Day today. Bye-bye from Birdie.